Alright, y'all. So today, what we're going to be doing is cleaning and conditioning this old nail apron I got from my grandfather. And so we're going to try and restore it to somewhat working condition and hopefully make it usable again. So first thing, and I already kind of started this, was I started using mink oil here to condition these straps because they're getting the most tension on them. So what I did was I took a rag and soaked it, and then kind of right here just started working on down the strap to try and get it as most conditioned as possible. But you don't want to get too conditioned, or else it'll start smelling real bad and you kind of get stuck in its shape, and we don't want that. So let me move this stuff. We just want to get it pretty well worked in there so it's flexible. Okay, so now that we've got the front side of each of these straps conditioned, we're going to flip them over, work on the back side. So the camera angle will pan down to the belt. Like I said, we're just going to take our cloth, get a little oil on it, and then it's going to work it to the back of those straps. We want it to get dark, but we don't want it to be super dark. So like I said, just work it in. Make sure everything gets coated evenly. And one thing people might not like about this video is a lot of people don't like using mink oil because they say it darkens the leather too much and makes it too smelly. But honestly, I've smelled worse and I don't think it really matters. So I'm going to use that. That's what I use on all my boots, and it still looks fine. Cameraman, pan down to my boots. Yeah, and they turn out just fine. So I'm going to keep doing that. Flip back over to the buckle side, which I did off camera. And we're just going to gently rub that all in. Right here, since it's kind of thick, to work it down a bit more. But it should go on there just fine. I usually put a bit extra over here just because so much pulling and stretching because of the buckles right there. Make sure you work it down in that crack. So now that these straps are done, you want this. We want to get this waist part because the rougher this is, the more it messes up your belt. Cameraman, turn to my belt. See all those scuffs? We don't want that. We want this to be soft as a baby's bottom. And also, I guess, as smelly as one because we're using mink oil. But same thing. We're just gonna keep taking that mink oil, rubbing it in, making sure you're getting everything evenly. Rub that all in. Make sure around all the pockets and the attachments you're getting real deep, because that's a lot of tension on them, especially when they're full of tools and stuff. So we want to make sure we get all that. Take notice of how I'm not avoiding these clips or nails right there, I guess, because we want to make sure even the leather up inside there and around it gets conditioned evenly. And so we're just gonna keep gently rubbing that in till the whole thing's fully conditioned. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take tissue or something, maybe a little stronger, and over where you just conditioned, Just go back and kind of rub it dry. So that way it's not just sitting on there. You can see how there's some dirt and stuff coming off too. So just rub all that off. Make sure you get the front too, where you did earlier. And some of that picked up a little bit of dirt, so we're going to take the air compressor and just kind of lightly screw that off. Alright, so now, flipping this back over to the front. This one's super old, so it has several tears and lots of space that needs restitching. So, we're just going to kind of do what we can. So, get more oil. You're going to need a lot, probably. So, get more oil. And then, all on these parts where it's connected. Just like you did with the straps. Just rub it all in right there. Make sure you're getting everything, or else it'll be very uneven, and that'll be bad. Even these parts. You want everything to be about the same color, with all the dark spots kind of rubbed off. And you want to make sure, that's how you know everything is evenly coated. And then do those. Doing over here is kind of hard. Just kind of rub it on the top. Come over here. And then back to the side. So we have that done. Now flip it over and get the bottom too. Now still want to get up here too. And then right over here too. Okay, now take your paper towel, tissue, whatever, and then rub all that excess off. Okay, so now that we have all that, all of this stuff is pretty well off. Some of these could use a little bit of restitching, but we don't currently have the requirements for that. And so that's into part one, where we oiled everything, make sure it's conditioned, and then pat it all down. So in the next part, we'll find a way to restitch these back pockets, because as you can see, they're kind of messed up. And so once we get that done, we'll try and repair some of this leather that's all frayed and torn. And then after that, it should be like new.